Grand Rapids. The Go-Go the Gold next on Monumental Sports Network. This is the MedStar Health Countdown to tip-off. The Capital City Go-Go continue to trust MedStar Health as their medical team. And how we treat the pros, it's how we treat you. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people. And welcoming courtside alongside Dee Lydom, I'm Brett Harris. So let's tip off the regular season. It is time to go. And the Go-Go ended the tip-off tournament, the showcase. They split 2 down in Orlando. But, Dee, they ended on a positive, beating Stockton in that final game.
Absolutely, and really they played very well in the tip-off tournament overall. Finished 11-5. They went 10-3 down the stretch, but you're talking about that final win against the Stockton Kings. Jalen Noel was outstanding. You see, he scored 37 points, 12 of 19 from the floor, but how about 7 made threes? They went into the showcase, the 6th seed. They did lose to the Skyforce, but great to end on that positive note against the Kings.
So they finish off the tip-off tournament with an 11-5 record, best in franchise history. They won 10 of their final 13, playing some great basketball down the stretch. But the G League is split up into 2 seasons, basically, the tip-off tournament and the showcase at 16 games. Now we have a 34-game regular season that begins here this afternoon for the Capital City Go-Go as they host the Grand Rapids Gold. And two-way player Tristan Vukcevic is in the starting lineup. Dee, this will just be his 2nd game with the Go-Go. Played a couple of weeks ago against Long Island where he scored 12 points in limited minutes.
Yeah, he did that in 16 minutes, and you and I were very impressed with his skill. I mean, he plays like a guard in that tall body that's jumping center court right now.
This is the first of 2 meetings against Grand Rapids. They'll play again here at ESA in February. That is a February 12th game. Inside of the basket, no whistle. P.J. Hall missed the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Gold.
Well, McDaniels didn't realize his feet, while he did catch that ball, were on the line.
So the Grand Rapids Gold, they are the affiliate of the Denver Nuggets. They're in the all-whites here on the road. They missed the shot inside, and the starting lineup for the Go-Go, Jalen Noel, has been just terrific, averaging over 27 points a ball game. He had a big showcase as well. Tristan Vukcevic, by the way, he did not start in that first game a couple of weeks ago against Long Island as Taylor Funk drains a long-range 3.
Yeah, Tristan that night, I mean, he was just working his way back, so they brought him in off of the bench.
Take a look at the Gold starting lineup. Jameer Young, the former Maryland Terrapin, 24-year-old rookie, and Trey Alexander leads the Gold, 25 points a ball game. Block against the backboard. On a break, Noel off target.
Tristan with an early block here.
And there is Young, draws the foul. Cody Toppert in his 2nd season as a head coach here with the Capital City Go-Go. He said before the game, it is time to start over. It is a mental challenge after you play in the tip-off tournament, and they had a lot of success in those 16 games. Now it's 0-0, and it is a reset here in the G League.
And I thought it was interesting because he said, you know, we were one of the better teams in the tip-off tournament, 11-5. And he said, now we're starting. Some teams have already played 2 games, are 2-0, so we're already behind the 8 ball.
A sense of urgency here in the regular season opener for the Go-Go. Our officials for the ball game, Claudia Mola, Cameron Garber, R.J. Johnson. Jameer Young gives it up. And there's Hall. That's a strong take, was met at the rim, but a nice follow for P.J. Hall, the rookie out of Clemson. Vukcevic from outside and shows that he's got a little bit of range as well as he knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, I remember from his first game that he played, inside and out he showed us. He was an excellent passer that night as well.
Picked off defensively is Funk on a break. He pulled it up outside. Nembhard. No good. Jameer from 3. A little strong on that jumper. Jameer Young back in town. He's from the area. Grew up in Upper Marlboro. Noel got free inside for an easy deuce. I mean, how good was Jaylen Noel down at the showcase? Had the 37-point game. He scored 20 or more in every game he's played this year. Jameer, dribble drive. He's a lefty, off target. And he gets it right back on a rip. Young. Oh, he wanted to throw it down, but JBJ was there defensively. Andrew Funk on a triple.
It's interesting because Jameer Young is a lefty, and he went up with his right hand. Now, I've learned this from players, that they actually like to dunk with their opposite strong hand.
It was a strong take, but how about JBJ there on a rejection? Vukcevic on a miss. Here come the Gold. Funk. Oh, that's just a great pass on a drop inside, but was deflected by the Go-Go. Goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Capital City. Andre Miller in his 3rd season as head coach with the Grand Rapids Gold. 48 years old, 18-year NBA career. Couple of seasons here in Washington as well with the Wizards. Former first-round pick.
And I always forget, because Grand Rapids, it is the affiliate of the Denver Nuggets where he spent the most of his NBA seasons, 7 seasons with Denver.
He was well-traveled over those 18 seasons, but it was his longest stop with the Nuggets.
I often say that's not indicative of your game because he was a heck of a point guard. 8,000 plus assists in his career.
Nembhard cleaned it up. Funk, ball fake, gives it into the corner. And a knockdown 3 from the corner. Jalen McDaniels at a hot start for the Go-Go.
Well, you're going to see Jalen McDaniels, corner 3. The Go-Go were one of the better three-point shooting teams in the tip-off, shooting the ball well here today.
At MedStar Health, we're committed to doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if a layup turns into a fall down? We're here with 24/7 on-demand telehealth visits and the region's largest sports medicine network. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Wizards trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
This holiday season, no one's more thankful for the NBA G League Winter Showcase than Timothy. He's not trying to watch the same old holiday movies when he can be watching the in-season scouting event where teams converge in Orlando to show out for NBA GMs. When he sees Santa, he's not asking for toys. He's asking for his favorite G Leaguers to shine bright like a reindeer's nose. He knows the most basketball because he watches the NBA G League. Watch the NBA G League Winter Showcase, presented by The General.
The home of your favorite teams and your favorite mascots. G Wiz, Pax, and Slapshot. Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.
The Go-Go have knocked down 3 triples early. They have a 13-7 lead here in the first quarter. Time now to check in on our Caesars Bold predictions for the ball game. And Dee, what do we have this afternoon?
Jaylen Noel played 6 games in the tip-off tournament, and he averaged 28 points. He's coming off that 37-point performance against the Kings. It was his lone 30-point performance of those 6, so I say he gets 30 again here today. And the Go-Go ranked 30th in turnovers, averaging 20 in the tip-off. We're asking them to go 15 or lower. Last year in the regular season, Cody Toppert's team did that, 15 or lower, 22 of the 34 games. Time to turn over a new leaf.
If there's one area Coach Topper would love to improve on from the tip-off tournament is obviously the turnovers. They were near the bottom in the G League there in the first 16 ball games. All 5 starters already scoring in this ball game for the Go-Go as Noel misses on a long-range jumper. Fadeaway, Alexander knocks it down. Averages 25 points a ball game. Two-way player with the Nuggets in the scoring column. No look into the corner. Funk short on his triple. Off the mark is B.J. Hall. And Noel fires a triple and knocks it down. He's got 5.
Just so skilled.
Alexander dribbling through trouble in the lane, misses the short jumper. Vukcevic clearing it. Vukcevic on a clear out, all the way to the rim, in and out. Quick ball movement for the Nuggets. Jones on the baseline, kicks it outside. Alexander, 3, short. Hall battles out of bounds, and it should go to the go-go.
It's interesting.
What is the call down on the baseline?
Hall was pointing for it to be Gold's ball.
And it'll stay with the
yeah,
Gold.
I think he said he put it up to Taylor Funk.
Take a look at the replay.
So it comes down. You'll see Hall here. And then see how it touches Funk's hand at the last minute.
It did, and then Hall's right hand came in for the final touch. Tough to see there.
He sold it well.
16-11 go-go lead here in the first quarter. John Butler Jr. in the ball game. Mo Gay as well, just checked in. Shots up. McDaniels battles for an offensive board. Looking on a backdoor cut, but it was picked off. Alexander gives it up to Funk, 3, no good. Mo Gay skied for that rebound. Noel, the crossover, gets through, gives it up Nembhard. Shot clock under 10.
Brent, you know, this Gold team, similar. They too were 11-5. They split the 2 games in the showcase. There were a lot of similarities when just looking at what they had accomplished and what the Go-Go had accomplished.
Coming off the dunk, we got a timeout on the court, a 3-point lead for the Go-Go.
It's always with you. The rituals, the thrill, the hope and belief, the racing heart, the sweaty palms. It's what keeps you going. Game after game, block after block. The dream that this time might actually just happen. And if it does, well, you played your part along the way.
Junkies coming to you live.
Rise and shine, DMV.
I was stunned.
The Sports Junkies are live at 6 a.m.
It's going to be a fresh outlook.
every weekday on Monumental Sports Network.
Like he just gets up and he
He's
flows.
Get your deep dive into everything.
Hey.
From Wizards and Capitals highlights
Team ball.
Let's see. All right.
to Commanders news,
They couldn't roll out a better start.
keeping you in the loop while you grab your coffee.
Job well done.
Watch on the network or Monumental Plus.
Back here at ESA, first quarter, 16-13. Capital City Go-Go with a 3-point lead. This does tip off the regular season for the Capital City Go-Go. Looking at the regular season, 34 games in all. Top 6 teams from each conference will qualify for the G League playoffs. And the Go-Go have been very good. They have made the last 3 postseasons. They have gone on to the playoffs, but they have bowed out early. So I think the goal this year for Coach Toppert, maybe get a little deeper, get a little deeper into the postseason.
And if you could be one of the top 2 in your conference, you would earn a bye.
Well, the Grand Rapids Gold already 1-0 in the regular season. They're coming off a win against Maine just the other day. That's a 17-point win for Grand Rapids, and largest winning total of the season for them. They've won 7 of 8, one of the hottest teams in the G League. And you talked about the identical records in the tip-off tournament. Both teams were 11-5. Both made it into that 8-team showcase in Orlando.
Yeah.
Both teams ended up splitting their 2 games. 3 and a foul.
Yeah, and Andre Miller was saying between now and the All-Star game, they will only play 3 times at home. They will soon be embarking on a 3-week road trip. You see the 3-ball and then Stevenson fouling on the jumper.
Gabe McLaughlin knocked it down. The rookie out of Grand Canyon. And completes a 3-point play. McLaughlin on the season averaging just under 8 points a ball game. He's already got 6.
Well, 4 on one play would certainly get you there faster.
Dribble drive, gives it up on a no-look. Mo Gay maybe rejected by the rim. Good defense by the Gold, and a whistle. That's a late whistle. It'll send Mo Gay to the line.
I mean, compared to the tip-off tournament, which I really do feel is a sprint, I think the Go-Go were fortunate because they played so well down the stretch. But if you get behind early, you're almost out of it before you start. Whereas the regular season, 34 is, gives you time to improve, time to try some new things.
A little bit more of the marathon of the 2 seasons. It's also interesting, Dee, because we have seen in the past, coming out of the tip-off tournament and the showcase into the regular season, teams tend to make a lot of moves. Not this team, the Go-Go, going with the same team. They didn't make any moves over the last week, while some teams try to, going into the regular season, maybe strengthen the team a little bit.
Sure, and I asked Cody about that pregame, and he said he really doesn't want to. He likes what they did. He thought they were really good in the tip-off tournament.
That was a team that offensively was very good, as Jameer Young gets to the rim and cannot convert. They were near the top in just about every offensive category in that tip-off tournament. Leaky Black on a throwdown.
Wow. Leaky got well above the rim for that one.
Had eyes on the rim from the time he took off on the baseline. And with authority,
Well,
take
Leaky
another look.
Yeah, he caught it in the corner, blew by his guy, challenged a second defender, and threw it down with 2 hands.
18-17 lead for the Go-Go.
McLaughlin tried to block that.
No Gay's cut off. On a dribble drive, uses the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Hangs and in and out. Coach Toppert working the officials here on the near side. Thought there was a lot of contact on those 2 takes from Mo Gay, and that's a travel. There's Jalen Williams, a couple of extra steps there. Rookie did not play in the last couple of games for the Gold. Andre Miller's ball club. Again, coming off the win against Maine. Offensively, they averaged 109 points a ball game during the tip-off portion, which was in the bottom third of the league. Here's Stevenson. And rebounded by Grand Rapids. Lost at midcourt, and it'll go back to Capital City.
Yeah, so 2 quick turns for the Gold.
I would imagine Jameer Young has a lot of friends and family here today. Maybe a little sloppy early for Jameer. You wonder, too, a chance when you're Grand Rapids. Not really a chance to play in front of family and friends, but today he is. The former Maryland Terrapin went to DeMatha.
Andre Miller had a lot of good things to say about Jameer and his play.
He has been terrific. Over 22 points a ball game.
Oh, JBJ with some good hands.
Sneak it up from behind, and the three in the corner is good. There's Jalen Williams. Gets his first bucket.
Let's go!
Dribble drive and a finish on a finger roll for Nembhard.
He's been so solid and consistent, averaging better than 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Foul's called. Out by the logo and a reach in from Nembhard. It's going to be his first. 4th team foul here in the first quarter. So the Gold will inbound. Capital City without their two-ways, Justin Champagnie and Jared Butler. They do have Tristan Vukcevic, the 3rd two-way for the Wizards. Straight away, 3 is good. Tavion Jones, the 2nd-year player out of Southern Utah.
Yeah, so they've knocked down a couple of threes on their last couple of possessions.
That was the 3 early for Capital City. They got them the lead, and it has been the 3 that has gotten the Gold back in it. 3-point ball game. Shot clock winding down, and the turnover underneath. Here come the Gold.
Yeah, he's going to hold it up and run out the clock, but that'll still give another possession to the Go-Go.
Almost 10-second difference. I'll say about 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Alexander, the logo, gets into the offense. 5 on the shot clock. PJ Hall on a reverse. Follow, no good. Rebounded by the Gold and thrown in and down. Bediako. I don't think he even looked at the rim, D, on that shot, but it is.
He just knew a backboard was behind him.
It was good. He played it off the backboard. Bediako now with 4 points, a 2nd-year player out of Alabama. Final seconds here. Nembhard gives it up. Mo Gay to the rim. And that was easy on the deuce.
Bediako got caught just looking.
Got lost on the pick and roll. Mo Gay made him pay going to the rim. And we had it up and down the first quarter. A lot of action here at ESA. The Go-Go down 3. It's 25-22 as we head to the second.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built, ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live during the action. Plus, it's never been easier to find and bet on the biggest matchups of the day, so you can keep up with all the action. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Download it today.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work, dedication.
I meant the Capital One Bank guy.
It's like Mr. Jeter said, hard work and dedication.
What's been the highlight of your career? And that have to be
bank guy. Helping people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
What are you doing?
Crunching numbers on every NBA matchup.
But with the NBA app, you get real-time stats and highlights while you watch all season long. We're talking exciting plays, buzzer beaters.
And behind-the-scenes access to the league's brightest stars?
All season, all free.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
The future of basketball starts here. Monumental Sports Network has teamed up with HBCU Go and some of the top DMV schools to bring you over 60 men's and women's college basketball games. Featuring the best from Hampton, Towson, GW, and more. Catch tomorrow's stars today, live on Monumental Sports Network and Monumental Plus.
And we head to the second quarter. The Grand Rapids Gold with a 3-point lead over the Go-Go here in Capital City's regular season tip-off. And you can see there in the first quarter, not a great shooting first quarter by either team. The Go-Go at 36% with the Gold at 32%. You can see, though, during the tip-off tournament, Capital City was fantastic offensively.
Absolutely. I mean, you see the field goal percentage, the 3-point, and how about at the line? 82% at the line.
And as we know in the G League, with the 1 for 2, that is vital. You knock down your free throws, it can be a major advantage. Grand Rapids had 7 second chance points. The Go-Go did not get any second chance points in that first quarter, rebounding even at 16 apiece. 4 turnovers for Capital City.
Back to those shooting percentages today. I mean, keep in mind these teams, while they're back practicing together, they haven't played games since before Christmas.
Michael Foster Jr. checking into the game for the first time this afternoon. Vukcevic underneath made it difficult, but ultimately the goal down with the rebound. Alexander cut off. Good defense by McDaniels.
I'm going to watch Michael Foster Jr. because with Tristan with us here today, it forces Foster to play the power forward position, which he's been doing in practice the last couple of days. But I said he shoots the ball well enough to be a stretch 4.
He turned down that shot, gives it up to Vukcevic on the baseline. Floater good. And to your point, Foster shooting 60% on the season. And so a nice dual threat combination underneath with Foster and Vukcevic. Alexander pulled up, had to give it up, and ultimately the offensive bucket.
Bediako, yeah.
Right place, right time. Jameer Young almost up with the steal. Gold come up with it, and then they turned it over. Pocket pass to Foster. Kicks it out. Leaky Black's wide open 3, no good. Rebound at Grand Rapids.
Man, Michael Foster Jr. either great peripheral or eyes in the back of his head to find Leaky on the arc.
Nice crossover. Alexander, floater. Got it. And ripped by Young. He gives it up. Alexander. And that's good.
But McDaniel's inbounds pass was way too casual with a crafty Jameer Young hanging in the backcourt there.
A couple of quick buckets for the Gold, and they've got a 7-point lead here in the second quarter. And Young, another steal. He has been quick with the steals and cannot convert the lay-in, but Hall is there to put it in, and a timeout.
Yes, that kind of play, those last 2 possessions, Cody will absolutely want his guys to talk about that quickly.
There are hardcore hoop heads, and then there's Himothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. He knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. He knew Derek White was gold before he got gold. He tells the barber, give me the Caruso. The group chat knows what's up. He knows the most about the NBA because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
If your company is looking for growth capital, we would like the opportunity to help you. I'm James Mendelson, and since I founded Proximo Capital, we've helped hundreds of companies raise millions of dollars of capital. Let us put our network and expertise to work for you.
The Go-Go just 1 of 4 shooting here in the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter as the Grand Rapids Gold build on their lead. They're up 9 here, 33-24, 9:35 left.
Well, and it's the turnovers that are killer. A couple of turns lead into some easy baskets, not following the play because he missed the bunny, Jameer Young did, and yet they got the putback because there weren't enough dark jerseys under there.
One of the big reasons in the win over the Stockton Kings down in Orlando during the showcase, it was a 4-point win. Cody Topper told us it was the defense that flowed into the offense. Really proud of the way they played defensively. Now, they did hold Grand Rapids in that first quarter under 40% shooting. But over the last 2 minutes, Grand Rapids has got some pretty easy buckets under the basket, and they've been a little careless with the basketball to go.
Which has been pretty consistent for them through the tip-off and now here in this first regular season. I mean, they're 30th out of 31 teams in terms of turning the ball over.
Physical take by McDaniels. Knocks it down. He's got 5. Foul against Jalen McDaniels. A little too physical off the ball there defensively. And it was the ref under the basket who called it. And the Gold get it back in. Alexander guarded by Black. Here's Funk. Double team, gives it up. Shot clock is down to 5. Jones has got a fire. Long range. Got it all net on that triple for Tavion Jones. Well, and he's got his first bucket.
Yeah, and the Gold now have 5 made threes. They may have started slow, but they're 5 of 11 now.
Stevenson looked to answer, was short on his 3. 10-point lead for Grand Rapids here on the road.
Yeah, that's
foul's going to go against Stevens.
Right, because he's blocking.
Stevenson is first. Jalen Noel checks back in as Foster goes to the bench. And Vukcevic also back in the ball game.
Cody Toppert said he was going to play everybody today. You know, he's going 10 deep. But that is a little unusual. And the reason he's doing it is because everybody deserves to play, you know. You have Vucevic here with you. Obviously, he started.
And Vucevic blocked it from behind and gets the rebound. Of course, the Go-Go had Justin Champagnie for a lot of the tip-off tournament. He has been, as Vucevic nails an outside shot, 3-pointer is good. His second of the ball game. And Champagnie has been with the Wizards over the last several weeks. Matter of fact, he had a 31-point ball game last night against the Knicks and a start for the Wiz.
And Cody Topper used Champagnie as an example to his team. You know, this is what you can accomplish if you do things right.
Leaky Black from the corner.
You know, not just getting called up, but playing a significant amount of, he played 45 minutes last night.
Bediako could not readjust after the physical play by Vucevic.
Well, what I liked about that, Vucevic didn't leave his feet. Just made him try to earn it. Arms straight up.
Stevenson's going to reset, looking for a pick from Funk. Fights off the double team and back to Funk. Triple try, no good.
5 rebounds for Bediako.
Good ball movement for the Nuggets. Andrew Funk, no good. Bediako, offensive board. No whistle. That was blocked from behind by Funk. Kicked out. Alexander good.
Bediako said, what do I have to do? I'll tell you what he is doing. Because he just sticks with it. He just got 3 more boards. He's up to 8.
Tristan Vukcevic is red hot now from outside. That is his 3rd 3. He's got 11.
Well, he's 3 of 5 from behind the arc. The rest of the team is 4 of 15.
And a timeout on the court as the Go-Go get back in it. A couple of outside shots, and that goal lead down to 6.
What are you doing?
Crunching numbers on every NBA matchup.
But with the NBA app, you get real-time stats and highlights while you watch all season long. We're talking exciting plays, buzzer beaters.
And behind-the-scenes access to the league's brightest stars?
All season, all free.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Phyto-C is the leader of natural product skincare. The difficult part for us here in the US was how do we sell to consumers in China? And Alibaba really made that very seamless for us. It is a turnkey platform, really just reaching the consumer, giving us the data to make all the right decisions. Revenue has grown over 600%. We hope to continue to see a lot of growth that will be fueled through the Alibaba platform.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Gold head coach Andre Miller knows his way around D.C. pretty well. 18-year NBA career, and 2 of those here in the district with the Wizards. 79 total games between 2013 and 15. He had quite the NBA career. You can look at the stats that he was able to put up over those 18 years, over 16,000 points and over 8,000 assists. Pretty impressive.
I used to love watching him play, and he's a pretty mild-mannered guy. By the way, he was marveling at this arena. He said, this is the best. I said, I know, the organization, they all use it. The Wizards, the Mystics, the Go-Go. But I just love the way he ran a team.
One stat that kind of took me by surprise, and you saw there over the 8,000 career assists in the NBA, that is 12th all time. And he never went to an all-star game, despite the fact that he had some pretty big seasons.
Yeah, you know what, a lot of times you have to go back and say who were the guards that were playing in his era when he was in the thick of his career.
Jameer Young finishing at the rim there, and of course Andre Miller, great career in college as well at Utah. And now in his 3rd season with the Grand Rapids Gold. Noel shot no good. And Noel has yet to score here in this second quarter. He's been stuck on 5 points. Funk from the corner. No good.
Ooh,
got it back. Hangs and hits. Draws the foul as Andrew Funk will go to the foul line, a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he's only 1 of 5 from outside 3-point area, but you can tell that he's just a feisty guy. Go after it. Picks the pocket of Nembhard. Pump fake. Chance at a 3-point play the original way.
Andrew Funk played 4 years at Bucknell and then had his grad year at Penn State. He had a great year there with the Nittany Lions. Signed as a free agent with the Nuggets back in July. Good ball movement for the Go-Go into the corner. JBJ is good on a triple.
And Andrew Funk is not related to Taylor Funk, though they were teammates on the Jersey Shore Warriors, which
Goes back to the AAU days,
Correct.
right? And Andrew Funk out of Philadelphia. Hall short. Go running, and Vukcevic thrown to the floor. Got a whistle. It's going to go against P.J. Hall.
Yeah, Cody's trying to ask for a clear path. They're not giving it to him. Now he has everybody asking for the clear path.
46-38. The Grand Rapids Gold with the lead here on the road. This is the regular season opener for Capital City. The Gold already have played a game. They're 1-0. They beat the Maine Celtics a couple of days ago, 120-103. Noel working a two-man game with Funk. A little hesitation. Did draw the foul.
Yeah, that'll go against Andrew Funk.
Andrew Funk picks up his first, and that'll send Jalen Noel to the foul line. 27.5 points a ball game, coming off that 37-point game in a win against Stockton at the Showcase down in Orlando. Former second-round pick back in 2019. I'd say he's showing NBA teams right now, and he's had a shot, of course, with the New Orleans Pelicans earlier this year. He was signed off the Go-Go's roster and then returned after the Pelicans didn't renew the contract there.
Well, I think, I mean, obviously the 27, almost 28 points per game is very impressive, but to me, the shooting percentages from the field and 56% from behind the arc, that would catch your eye for guys looking at him from the next level.
He has been consistent. 6 games with the Go-Go, all over 20 points. Great teammate as well. P.J. Hall picked up the loose ball, takes it right in for an easy bucket. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter, 8-point ball game. Noel's got it, head fake, dribble drive to the rim, got it.
You know, going back to your point that he had the 8 games with the Pelicans in November, but he does have 205 total over since he was drafted.
Alexander's 3, no good. Got the ball back, gives it up. Shot clock under 10. Trey Alexander cannot hit. Funk's got it. A step back. 3. Good.
Well, when he did his step over, he realized he was now in front of the three-point line. He looked down and made sure he got back behind it.
A couple of triples for Taylor Funk here in the first half. P.J. Hall's fall-away jumper no good, and JBJ there on a rebound. And so the Go-Go have cut it to 3 here in the second.
And you notice that they have not given second chance opportunities since that timeout Cody took because they were giving them up.
Go-Go had shot 36% in the first quarter. They've got that percentage up to almost 43%. And there's a rip by Noel defensively. Takes it in. Ball fake, gives it up. Funk, easy bucket. And it was all created by Jalen Noel defensively to start the break.
And how unselfish. He had a layup for himself, and he gave it to Taylor Funk.
12-2 run for the Go-Go. You can feel the crowd here coming alive. Kids today on this Sunday getting it free. We got a nice crowd at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. Let's take a look at that Funk 3.
Step over, see he had stepped in front of the line, then made sure he got back. He has a couple of made threes here, and then here's the great steal. Hall was not happy with Noel, and he wisely did. Alexander would have challenged him a little if he had kept it for himself. Funk was all alone.
There's a challenge in the lane and bodies flying. Neither player wanted to give up possession between Noel and McLaughlin.
Hip pocket.
We'll get the sweat up off the court.
Get physical right here with Young.
We got a little break here in the action. Jalen Noel coming alive over the last couple of minutes here. He's up to 9 for the Go-Go. We'll have a jump ball. And Mo Gay threw it off the Grand Rapids player across the way, and it'll go back to Capital City. Threw it right off Young. I'm sorry, off Jones.
Jones, yeah.
1:38 left here, second quarter. Capital City Go-Go fought their way back in it here in the second. They have cut it to 1. And now we have a timeout on the court. They're going to take a look at it. It's one of those use it or lose it challenge / timeouts for Grand Rapids.
Right, so you automatically get 2 challenges. You don't have to take them 1.5. You could take them whenever you want. But yes, a mandatory timeout is taken when you challenge.
Mr. Mulla, our lead official, will take a look at it on the replay.
I mean, I will say it looked awkward because of how Gay tracked it down. So you see Jones is there. The ball goes to Gay's hands.
Oh, it hit Mo Gay coming off of Jay. Looked like maybe in the shoulder. Is that what you saw, D?
I'm going to look at it again. I think it's off Gay, to be honest with you.
I mean, a great hustle play by Mo Gay.
That's
and
his hand.
And he's in bounds when he goes up to throw it off Jones.
But does the ball ever hit him? Oh, it does.
Deflection, and it's right toward his shoulder. That's a tough angle.
The question was,
well,
was Jones out of bounds when it hit him?
And remember, the call on the court is that it was off of Jones, and it goes to Capital City, so it has to be conclusive.
Jones is out of bounds here, so if he throws it off him and he's out of bounds, that's not it would go
the deflection
other way.
Wouldn't matter.
No. He's still out of bounds, out of bounds.
That's a good point. Once it hits him,
he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. The deflection and off of Mo Gay would not be brought into the equation. Because that's a dead ball the second it hits Jones out of bounds.
But Mo Gay is quite athletic to be able to be in the air for as long as he was trying to throw it off of him.
6'9", 210. We talked about, Mo Gay was kind of late to the party. He had a late growth spurt, picked up the game in high school.
Oh, this is probably the best angle. It's not disputing that Gay definitely tracked it down. And it does hit Jones in the shoulder.
And that would be a dead ball right there.
Yeah, he's out of bounds.
Because there's no doubt off the deflection, looks like it comes back and hits Mo Gay, but at that point the ball's already dead. And I think that's what they're looking at.
In which case, then, if they do rule like we're seeing it, then Andre would have a successful challenge, and it would be the goal ball in this 1-point game with the minute 38 to go in the half.
And our officiating crew done talking about it. Now we have a I believe they're going to give it to Grand Rapids. It looked like he pointed in the direction of the goal, right?
I heard him say it, out of bounds.
Oh, so the call goes to Capital City. So he pointed in the direction of the goal as far as losing the timeout. That's what that was, and it goes back to Capital City, so we got it all straight.
Oh, so he's saying he did?
We usually get the official come down and give us an explanation right in front of us, and we had to try to read lips there, so it was a little bit more difficult. You did a good job.
Usually they come down and introduce themselves before the game, too. We didn't get that
today. Didn't get that today. We'll have to talk to Mr. Mulla.
I thought it was the giving season.
Well, as you know, when you have kids, it is all about giving and not necessarily receiving at Christmas time. I know the kids at the Harris household did pretty well. I'm sure the same over at the Lions.
All about the experience.
Here's Nembhard on a dribble drive. Contested, but finishes at the rim. And the Go-Go back out in front. It's 49-48. Jameer Young, head fake, cannot convert. Jameer Young has had a tough first half, 1 for 10 shooting. The Maryland native.
It's been a pretty low-scoring affair.
It's going to go against Capital City on the drive and a charge. Would have been an easy bucket for Funk, but the foul's called and it goes back to Grand Rapids.
JBJ with a nice, trying to drive baseline. Runs into McLaughlin.
And just outside the arc, had the feet set.
He was waiting for him.
Final minute here in this second quarter. 3 ball for McLaughlin. Knocks it down. McLaughlin now with 9 points. Perfect 3 for 3 shooting.
And we mentioned how the Go-Go were 4th in 3-point percentage in the tip-off. The Gold were 13th. So they were in the upper half also.
They've knocked down 7 threes in this first half. Mo Gay loses it out of bounds underneath the basket. It'll go back to Grand Rapids. And so the Gold with a 2-point lead in the basketball here. 28.9 left and a just about 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Alexander across the timeline. The Gold and the Go-Go, a couple of teams that were 11-5 during the tip-off tournament. Both made it into the showcase down in Orlando. Jones lines up a 3, no good, and a follow is there. And what a half for Gabe McLaughlin, the rookie out of Grand Canyon, has had some big buckets. Underneath, JBJ at the buzzer. Andre Miller says it didn't go. Referee wants to say it did.
They'll check it.
And they will check it on the replay monitor, but that was right at the buzzer.
That was. They did call it a bucket. It doesn't matter. I mean, they'll have to check it if the red light's on.
They said it counted,
Yep, they
and
said
they
it
will
counted.
take a look at it as well. We will too.
JBJ, let it go. Let it go. 3, 2. Ooh, that's close.
It is very close.
Let me see one more time. Only because his.
And he kind of fumbled it for a second there. Could have cost him a basket. Again, the ruling on the court was it was a bucket.
Does
And the
not
referee
count.
does not
No.
count, so
That-
there you go.
That slight bobble cost him.
Little hesitation, and the basket will not count for the Go-Go's. So, Grand Rapids will go into the locker room with a 4-point lead. It's 53-49 as that final bucket does not count. And it's the Grand Rapids Gold on the road. 4-point lead over the Capital City Go-Go. It's halftime in Washington, D.C. with the Go-Go down to 4.
Junkies coming to you live.
Rise and shine, DMV.
I was stunned.
The Sports Junkies are live at 6 a.m.
It's going to be a fresh outlook.
every weekday on Monumental Sports Network.
Like he just gets up and
He's
flows.
so get your deep dive into everything.
Hey.
From Wizards and Capitals highlights,
Team ball.
Let's see. All right.
nice.
to Commanders news,
They couldn't roll out a better start.
keeping you in the loop while you grab your coffee.
Job well done.
Watch on the network or Monumental Plus.
ThunderCat Technology is the premier provider of IT solutions for government organizations, educational institutions, and commercial enterprises. As a leader in the DevSecOps, cybersecurity, infrastructure, unified communications, and cloud technology verticals, ThunderCat isn't just a reseller. We're trusted advisors that are committed to meeting the mission and business successes of our clients. Learn more at thundercattech.com.
There are hardcore hoop heads, and then there's Himothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. He knows 60% of the NBA comes from the G. He knew Derek White was gold before he got gold. He tells the barber, "Give me the Caruso." The group chat knows what's up. He knows the most about the NBA because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
Innovation, transformation, IT cadre. When your program is challenging, visualize your success. Your vision, our purpose.
Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.
Back here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena, it is halftime between the Capital City Go-Go and the Grand Rapids Gold. Last night, two-way, Justin Champagnie had a monster game. The Wizards and the Knicks here in D.C., and Champagnie D went for a double-double. We've seen it here at ESA. It has been a lot of fun to see it on that Wizards court as well.
Absolutely. He's played 12 games with the Wizards, none better than his performance against the Knicks when he was a stellar 13 of 15 from the floor. He also went behind the arc, made 5 of 6 from downtown. It was a game that went to overtime. Unfortunately, the Wizards not on the winning end, but certainly a winning performance from Justin Champagnie.
A lot of energy there in that game last night. 8 games with the Go-Go this year. You can see Justin Champagnie with 20 points a ball game, just a hair under 50% from the floor. 12 games with the Wizards. He's had a handful of starts as well, averaging just over 11 points a ball game. Wes Hall has more with the Wizards. Two-way, Justin Champagnie.
Thinking about the Go-Go, because you talk about personnel. So if you add the Wizards roster and the Go-Go, that's 2 teams of personnel that you have to quote-unquote KYP. Yep. How do you keep it balanced?
Again, I have a strong relationship with both of my teammates on both teams. I think down in the Go-Go, my role is a little bit bigger. Okay. I feel like they put the ball in my hands a lot more and tell me to, go make this happen for the team. So it's a lot of the time it's me down there trying to find my teammates for open shots or try to find the right read or find a way to get to the rim and score for my team. Up top, it's more like learning where to move and how to move without the ball so my teammates can have an open space or my teammates can have an open shot. Or if they need to get like I said, pass me the pill to get an open 3, I can knock it down. I can be wide open for them. So just really just movement. Like my game is based on just movement, flow, finding open pockets, and then just capitalizing when I get the ball.
So now you also have 2 head coaches, though, too. You got Cody Topper with the Go-Go, you got Brian Keefe with the Wizards. What's the difference or similarities? We can kind of open both doors between the 2 of them.
I'll go similarities first. I would say that both defensive-minded. Both want dogs on defense, people who are going to compete for 48 minutes on the ball, like no matter what's going on. Differences, the coach are a lot alike. Like they really want us to it's predicated off of defense, like play defense, get out and run. Play defense, get out and run. And I feel like that's opened up my game a lot, like focusing on my defense and then being able to just flow on offense.
Mr. Champagnie getting it done with both the Go-Go and the Wizards. First half highlights and stats straight ahead. Halftime here at ESA.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built, ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live during the action. Plus, it's never been easier to find and bet on the biggest matchups of the day, so you can keep up with all the action. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Download it today.
The future of basketball starts here. Monumental Sports Network has teamed up with HBCU Go and some of the top DMV schools to bring you over 60 men's and women's college basketball games. Featuring the best from Hampton, Towson, GW, and more. Catch tomorrow's stars today, live on Monumental Sports Network and Monumental Plus.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work,
I
dedication.
meant the Capital One Bank guy.
It's like Mr. Jeter said, hard work and dedication.
What's been the highlight of your career?
And that have to be
Bank guy.
Helping people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
And the Capital City Go-Go are back on their home court.
At MedStar Health, we're committed to doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if a layup turns into a fall down? We're here with 24/7 on-demand telehealth visits and the region's largest sports medicine network. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Wizards trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
This holiday season, no one's more thankful for the NBA G League Winter Showcase than Timothy. He's not trying to watch the same old holiday movies when he can be watching the in-season scouting event where teams converge in Orlando to show out for NBA GMs. When he sees Santa, he's not asking for toys. He's asking for his favorite G-Leaguers to shine bright like a reindeer's nose. He knows the most basketball because he watches the NBA G League. Watch the NBA G League Winter Showcase, presented by The General.
Back here at halftime at ESA, great crowd. Good to see the kids entertaining here at the break. First two quarters, it was the Grand Rapids Gold who won both quarters, a +3 in the first, +1 in the second. They've got a 4-point lead. Take a look at the first half highlights, and things got started pretty good. Tristan Vukcevic playing in just his second game of the Go-Go at a big-time first two quarters.
Absolutely. Shot 50% from the floor, 4 of 8. He made 3 threes. He grabbed 5 rebounds, leads his team with 11 points, played 13 minutes. That's just 3 less than he played the entire game when we last saw him in this building.
Go-Go jumped out to an early lead, but it was the goal to come back in this ball game. They did it with a 3-ball.
Yes, there were 2 of their guys, Gabe McLaughlin, who you just saw, he made 2 threes. Jones made 2 threes. They made 7 as a group, shooting 41% from downtown. In the tip-off, they averaged 12 makes from behind the arc and shot only 34% from 3. And then, like, when the Go-Go made their push, Jalen Noel, no surprise there, was a part of that push. He has 9 total points, 3 of 7 from the floor. He does have also 5 assists. This was a beauty to Taylor Funk after a steal.
Largest lead for the Gold in that first half was 11 points, and the Go-Go coming back to cut it now to 4 at the break. Biggest difference in that first half, the fact that the Gold had 17 second chance points. They had 12 offensive boards. That played a big part in their lead here at the break.
And some of those were at that when Cody was unhappy with the not getting back after a turnover. They miss a layup, they get another one. So I thought they cleaned that up towards the end.
All right, assistant coach Liam Flynn now joining us. And, Coach, we were just talking about the second chance points that the Gold had there in the first 2 quarters. What's the adjustment going into the second half for you guys?
Well, you must have been in our coaches meeting because that's exactly what we hit on the 17 second chance points to our 0. So a lot of that is not blocking out, not finding bodies, but it's also just like having a nose for the ball and getting it. And they were much better at us than that in the first half, and that's something that we can clean up straight away.
Liam, this is the first time we got to see Tristan in that starting lineup play as many minutes as you guys chose for him to do. I thought he played very well. What did you see in his game? What else can we expect from him?
I think his perimeter shooting's a real weapon for him at the 5, so that was able to open up the game for us. And then at the other end, he showed way more activity and was able to muck things up on the defensive end for them by crowding space in the paint and being a rim protector. So we want to see a lot more of that in the second half.
Thank you, Coach. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
And the Go-Go will head to the second half down to 4. Tristan Vukcevic led the way for Capital City with 11 points in the first 2 quarters. Second half, straight ahead here on Monumental Sports Network.
Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Join us.
It's always with you. The rituals, the thrill, the hope and belief, the racing heart, the sweaty palms. It's what keeps you going. Game after game, block after block. The dream that this time might actually just happen. And if it does, well, you played your part along the way.
Junkies coming to you live.
Rise and shine, DMV.
I was stunned.
The Sports Junkies are live at 6 a.m.
It's going to be a fresh outlook.
every weekday on Monumental Sports Network.
Like he just gets up and
He's
flows.
Get your deep dive into everything. From Wizards and Capitals highlights,
Team ball.
Let's see. All right.
Nice.
to Commanders news,
They couldn't roll out a better start.
keeping you in the loop while you grab your coffee.
Job well done.
Watch on the network or Monumental Plus.
Phyto-C is the leader of natural product skincare. The difficult part for us here in the US was how do we sell to consumers in China? And Alibaba really made that very seamless for us. It is a turnkey platform, really just reaching the consumer, giving us the data to make all the right decisions. Revenue has grown over 600%. We hope to continue to see a lot of growth that will be fueled through the Alibaba platform.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Monumental Sports Network, your 6-time Emmy-winning home for all things sports in the DMV and named Best in Local Media by the Sports Business Journal. Be sure to tune in for the best in live coverage and exclusive content.
Halftime back here at ESA. Time for the Go-Go to get their game face on. Boy, there are tons of youngsters in the house today. What a perfect day to come check out a little hoops. We have a great crowd here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. That is some nice artwork as well.
I don't think I've ever had my face painted. Not even for Halloween.
Tristan Vukcevic playing in his second game with the Go-Go. Led Capital City in the first 2 quarters, 11 points. Jalen Noel kind of came alive over the final couple of minutes of that second quarter and got the Go-Go back in it with his 9 points. And balanced scoring for Coach Topper's ball club.
They're having an issue. The game clock is not on. Now it is.
Let's start and run a couple seconds off and then reset.
Have to reset the game clock and the shot clock.
Yep.
I did notice, talking about the face painting, I noticed during Halloween this year, a lot of green paint. Wicked Mania all across our neighborhood. Kids love the atmosphere here at ESA. A lot of good stuff going on here as well. And here we go in the second quarter. Nembhard with the ball. Shot clock now under 10. Noel gets it. Back. Nembhard. Triple. No good, but Vucevic there on the offensive board. Lost it. Got it back. Scramble. And I believe it's going to be a foul call. And it is. I thought maybe a jump ball, but it is a foul on the Gold.
Alexander.
And Alexander picks it up. That's his second. Trey Alexander held to just 9 points in that first half. Scores 25 points a ball game. Go-Go did a nice job defensively on him. Nembhard on a spin, lost it.
Well, he got challenged on multiple occasions as he went to the paint.
Jameer Young had a miserable first half. Gives it up. With a bucket underneath. 55-49. McDaniels tried the skyhook. Yeah, Jameer Young just 1 for 10 shooting it in the first 2 quarters. Former Maryland Terp coming back to where he grew up in Upper Marlboro. Went to DeMatha High School. He's got a lot of friends and family here today to see him. Young, head fake, drives, gives it up. Here's Andrew Funk, short. And Vucevic again, he has been solid on the boards.
Well, absolutely.
7-3.
Yeah, because he had the one offensive just on the last possession and then that one. But when we were talking to Liam at halftime and he said we like him to muck it up at the defensive end. He had a couple of blocks in the first half. He just altered Jameer Young, forced him to kick it out to the arc.
4 blocks total for the Go-Go and 2 for Vucevic. 3 steals as well defensively for Capital City. McDaniels, he's got it. Lined it up and knocked it down. And it's a 3-point ball game. Got the steal midcourt. It's a loose ball. Funk tracks it down. Nembhard, that is an easy one. All the way down the baseline. 1-point game.
A little surprised that Hall didn't try to at least stop him baseline. He was down there.
Bediako finding Funk.
Well, Funk was all by himself as well.
Noel breaking down Hall. Fadeaway, good. First bucket of the second half for Noel. He's got 11. Hall's 3, no good. Bediako is there for the rebound. Back to Hall, another shot at it. He's got it this time.
Bediako up to double-digit rebounds. He's got 10.
And Bediako is big presence underneath. Vucevic shook his head. He knew he missed it when he shot it. Didn't feel good coming off the hands, and
No,
Vucevic 3 of 6 now from outside.
He wisely was headed back to the defensive end. Knew he wasn't going to make that shot. Make sure you don't give up an easy transition bucket.
Bediako setting the pick. Here Young on a drive, looking for contact. He got it, and the foul. Count the bucket. Here Young a chance on the 3-point play. Jameer Young showing patience as he hung and hit Young had 50 points in the 2 ball games down in Orlando, the showcase, coming off 26 points in the win against Maine. You can see what he did with the Maryland Terrapins. He was a heck of a Terp. Part of that first recruiting class, he transferred in, but part of that first class for Kevin Willard's ball club. And Maryland transferred in from Charlotte.
He's talking to some people that he knows right behind the go-go bench as he's down here playing some D.
I think the Jameer Young fans are spread out throughout the arena today. And Stevenson misses. Young's got it. Oh, he's pushing it. Outside to Alexander. Trey Alexander fires a 3. Got it. You do not want to see Trey Alexander get hot. He's in double digits. His second triple. He's got 12. And so Jameer Young back in Maryland and sparking a run for the gold.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live during the action. Plus, it's never been easier to find and bet on the biggest matchups of the day, so you can keep up with all the action. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Download it today.
Innovation, transformation, IT Cadre. When your program is challenging, visualize your success. Your vision, our purpose.
Nine-point lead for the Gold and making room for a couple of Wizards. Bilal Coulibaly and Alex Sarr taking in the action this afternoon. Of course, they played last night, went to overtime against the Knicks. They fell 136-132. By the way, they get a rematch. They'll take on the Knicks again on Monday night. So the New York Knicks in town for a few days, and Coulibaly and Sarr taking a few minutes to be able to watch some of their teammates and guys that they, of course, at this facility, everybody's here at ESA, right? The Wizards, the Mystics, and the Go-Go.
And they're taking up a few seats there.
You think they paid for all 4? The ones they're sitting in?
I think they were gladly given all 4.
Good to see those guys here. Into the corner, McDaniels, 3 is short. Offensive rebound, Funk gets it. Isaac cannot hit.
Alexander did the flyby. Funk was all by himself.
Alexander in and out.
Wow.
McLaughlin was maybe
trying to
too high on the rebound.
Well, the timing was wrong. He was trying to do the putback dunk.
We talked earlier, and at halftime, Justin Champagnie had 31 points in the game last night against the Knicks. Got the start, 13 of 15 shooting. Had 5 threes. By the way, Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, double nickel, put up 55. Looking forward to that rematch. It's the Knicks and the Wiz tomorrow night on Monumental Sports Network.
I watched some of the Knicks on Christmas Day. I thought the NBA was great on Christmas Day. I know the NFL gets more eyes, but I thought the entertainment value of the NBA was greater.
Alexander cut off. It's a good point because the NBA and NFL don't always share Christmas Day. Sometimes it is for the NBA. And got some good matchups, especially at night in the prime time. 11-point lead for Grand Rapids. And that is a turnover. And so now the Capital City Go-Go, 9 turnovers in the ball game. I think you had said 15 or less on your bold predictions. See if they can clean that up here down the stretch. Hall on a spin move against Mo Gay defensively. Fade away is good. PJ Hall has 11. A rookie out of Clemson. Mo Gay around the pick, off the glass, too hard. And what was a 4-point ball game at the break, it's been all Grand Rapids here to start the third. Whistle on the floor. Funk and McDaniels both come out. John Butler Jr. back in the ball game along with Leaky Black.
Cody continues to shuffle people in and out. Actually, everybody but Stevenson has gotten in the scoring column. Oh no, Michael Foster Jr. also.
JBJ, triple no good. He was short on it. Rebounded Alexander, a 13-point lead for the Gold. That's our largest lead of the ball game. Shook Stevenson, pocket pass, Hall cannot connect. That was a nice look for Alexander. Stevenson lost it.
I mean, that was a shuffle pass directly to a white jersey.
Wide open quarter three, in and out. And an offensive rebound for Grand Rapids.
I'm always curious of that one because obviously Jones is the one who tips it. And they did give him credit for it, but sometimes they'll give it to the guy who picks it up.
Yeah, he was right place, right time as the ball came right to him.
Yeah.
Down 13, Stevenson setting the offense. He's been dynamic off the bench. Nobody scored more bench points in the G League than Eric Stevenson on a breakdown. Shot clock at 1, had to force it, and it's an air ball.
And that's not going to be good for Stevenson. I mean, he's in an isolation play. The clock is going down, and he's going nowhere.
And so quickly, Coach Topper goes to Ruben Nembhard as Stevenson takes a seat. Should be noted, Kyra Lewis Jr., right toe injury. That happened in the last game against Stockton, out 6 to 8 weeks. And he's a guy that brought a lot of experience at point guard. Went through an injury earlier in the year where he missed 10 games. He was back, he was healthy. That's tough to see.
I'd have to go a little digging, but I wonder in the games that we've seen him if those are the times the turnovers have been lower.
Yes, they will not have the services of Kyra Lewis Jr. for the next almost 2 months. Although Coach Topper did say it could have been for the season. The fact it's 6 to 8 weeks, as long as that is, they should be able to get him back before the end of the year.
Right, and that would be huge, especially if you have put yourself in position to make a postseason run.
Nembhard gives it up. Mo Gay, you betcha, and with authority.
He's so long, but how about how high he got?
Dunking down on the rim. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Capital City.
Pretty good.
See if that big dunk can spark a run here for the Go-Go.
Look at Nembhard. He's rolling. Gay up above. I mean, there's nobody who's going to be able to stop this. I don't care who you are.
I think Tevion Jones made the right choice to kind of back off there. Gay working his way to the rim. Got it. And the foul.
Well, that's just a great pump fake by Mo Gay. And then to come back across, he's got McLaughlin nowhere to go but foul.
Third year out of Pittsburgh, and Mo Gay will go to the foul line, chance for the three-point play. He's got 6 already. He was scoreless in 16 minutes against Stockton down in Orlando. That was their last ball game. And so, nice rebound effort for Mo Gay here this afternoon.
Well, Leaky Black stayed in the backcourt here, gave some Jahmir Young quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Leaky, a defensive specialist. Clamp down defender, and that will go back to Capital City.
Oh, because it went out of bounds. It did not reset the clock, so they didn't get it over half court in time. That's like one of those plays where somebody has to be more aware of the clock situation.
Some complaining down on the bench for Grand Rapids. A referee put a stop to that rather quickly. Noel on a handoff, gives it back to Mo Gay. Right idea, but it hit JBJ in the foot.
McLaughlin did the right thing, though. He grabbed the ball as opposed to just trying to dribble it out.
Butler was wide open. Jahmir Young knocks it down. And for Jahmir Young, that's his 3rd bucket here in the second half, and he's up to double digits. He's got 10. Started 1 for 10. He's 4 13 now. And he's got a rip and an easy deuce. Former Terp is putting it on here in the 3rd quarter.
And again, if you're going to pass one-handed and somebody now is flying, you cannot take that back. 2 hands you can.
Noel binding it down into the paint. 13-point lead for Grand Rapids. The Gold here on the road. They won their opener against Maine, looking to go 2-0 on the season. McLaughlin, and he's got a 3.
They got 10 threes in this game.
McLaughlin's got 3 of them. He's got 16. Jones, a steal and a bucket. Coach Toppert wants the Go-Go to slow it down. 18-point lead for the Gold, largest of the game. Noel to the basket, rolls around and in. He wanted the foul as well. And we get a timeout on the court. 16-point lead for the Grand Rapids Gold here on the road as Coach Toppert's ball club will talk about it. Got a timeout on the floor.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work,
I
dedication.
meant the Capital One Bank guy.
It's like Mr. Jeter said, hard work and dedication.
What's been the highlight of your career?
And that have to be
Bank guy.
Helping people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
The future of basketball starts here. Monumental Sports Network has teamed up with HBCU Go and some of the top DMV schools to bring you over 60 men's and women's college basketball games. Featuring the best from Hampton, Towson, GW, and more. Catch tomorrow's stars today, live on Monumental Sports Network and Monumental Plus. Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.
$16-point lead for the visiting Grand Rapids Gold here in the 3rd quarter. $1:47 left in the 3rd. And we've talked about Jahmir Young and his return to the area here at the DMV, former Maryland Terp. Rookie with the Gold, former DeMatha High star as well. And you can see from November to December, he has really increased the scoring. He averages now 22 points a ball game and a lot more minutes for Jahmir Young. But we have seen him do a lot in this ball game, not just scoring the ball, but defensively as well.
Well, usually if you see somebody's minutes jump, I mean, that's 13 more minutes he's playing per game in December. You've earned that. And I love, in addition to the scoring, How many? Over 8 assists.
Yeah, he's doubled the assists, doubled the rebounds as well. And he's got the ball at the logo, setting up the Gold offense. So far, tough start to this ball game for Young. He was 1 for 10, but he's 4 for 4 in the second half, and now 5 for 5 after that acrobatic finish.
Yeah, I mean, his line looked really poor, but right now he's 6 of 15, 14 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. I think in this third quarter you can see the leader that he's become for them.
And they have 2 bona fide scorers in both Alexander and Young, both over 20 points a ball game. Into the corner, John Butler Jr. Rebounded by Young. And for a guy, too, Jahmir Young, just 6'1", does a really good job on the boards.
I think in today's game, you know, you need your perimeter guys, as that's a nice interception by Leaky Black.
Oh, a nice finish as well. So the steal in the bucket for Leaky Black. He's got 7, 82-66. Young lost it going up and then turns it over. Up ahead, Ruben Nembhard Jr. No good.
Right idea. That was a good choice of a 3 in transition. Forced turnovers on each of the last 2 Gold possessions. Unfortunately, you didn't capitalize with a bucket there.
Alexander tried to find a little space. Didn't have any. Young now tests it, and he turns it over. McDaniels got his hand in the passing lane. Go, save it for the final shot. Clock down to 5. Nembhard, head fake, drives, connects.
What a bucket.
No whistle. Good finish here to the third quarter for the Go-Go. They were down 18, and they pushed it here in the final minute, and they have cut it now 82-68.
Well, and they did it with their defense. I mean, they had a couple of steals. Here is one of them by Leaky Black. And then Nembhard with just an explosive drive to the bucket.
And the Capital City Go-Go are back on their home court.
Phyto-C is the leader of natural product skincare. The difficult part for us here in the US was how do we sell to consumers in China? And Alibaba really made that very seamless for us. It is a turnkey platform, really just reaching the consumer, giving us the data to make all the right decisions. Revenue has grown over 600%. We hope to continue to see a lot of growth that will be fueled through the Alibaba platform.
At MedStar Health, we're committed to doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if a layup turns into a fall down? We're here with 24/7 on-demand telehealth visits and the region's largest sports medicine network. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Wizards trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
If your company is looking for growth capital, we would like the opportunity to help you. I'm James Mendelson, and since I founded Proximo Capital, we've helped hundreds of companies raise millions of dollars of capital. Let us put our network and expertise to work for you.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
A 14-point lead for Grand Rapids as we head into the fourth quarter. See if the Go-Go can take that momentum at the end of the third quarter. A couple of buckets into this fourth. They'll look to Jalen Noel. He has been their best player so far this season. They'll look to him in the fourth to see if they can get a little offense going.
Well, you see him twice there, penetrating, getting to the painted area, putting it up over P.J. Hall.
15 points for Jalen Noel on the ball game. Go along with 5 assists. The Gold outscoring Capital City 29-19 in that third quarter. Again, a couple of buckets late in the third, maybe giving Capital City a little momentum. Here's Funk. 3, Andrew Funk, no good. Long rebound, and the Go-Go come down with it. Vukcevic, short jumper.
Well, through the third quarter, the Gold had taken 11 more field goal attempts. Some of that was the offensive rebounding. Some of it is turnovers, which the Gold have scored 25 points off of the Go-Go's 14 turns. What a block.
Well, Jameer Young had to drive it to the basket with the shot clock winding down, but JBJ said, no, sir.
Well, they got to have something around the rim, I got to think, with 2 seconds to shoot.
Young puts it up at the buzzer. And they'll say shot clock violation.
That's one of those where you've got to run a screen for somebody, catch and shoot. You don't really have time to get it back to the guy who inbounded it.
Largest lead for Grand Rapids, 18. That was there in the third quarter. Only 19 points for the Go-Go in that third quarter as well. McDaniels. Cut off, Trey Young there defensively. McDaniels on a drive, spins, kicks it out. 3 for Nembhard, and that is good. That's the 11-3 of the game for the Go-Go. And Nembhard's got 13.
Yeah, we've talked about how Nembhard has been just so steady for the Go-Go. We talked about how he's the only guy in the G League who's not on assignment or a two-way guy that averages 15, 5, and 5, and is very close to those numbers now.
That was a dunk with authority for Hall. 84-71 inside and a foul. Nembhard will go to the line. Chance for a 1 for 2.
Hall gets called for the foul, and he's the one holding his chin.
And he's checking on him. That is good sportsmanship from Ruben Nembhard Jr., making sure Hall is okay.
Andre Miller saying the same thing. How is that a foul when he's the one holding his face? Ooh.
He may have lost a tooth.
I think he did. Wow.
So Nembhard made sure Hall was okay, and Hall's going to go out. It looks like he's either got a loose tooth or a lost tooth. Looking like a hockey player. Took a shot. P.J. Hall, former first team All-ACC with the Clemson Tigers. 4 years there with Clemson as Nembhard knocks down the free throw. 1 for 2 for Nembhard, so 5 straight points for Ruben Nembhard Jr. He's got 15. They were asking going into the fourth who's going to be the guy who steps up offensively, who can get hot. Well, Nembhard has started this fourth off pretty well. Yeah, I think Hall's going to go to the locker room.
He certainly looks frustrated with how it all went down.
McLaughlin there to follow.
That was McLaughlin's first missed field goal of this game, and then he got the putback, so 7 of 8 for the day.
18 points. So what is the key here, D? Down 13, 86-73 in the fourth?
Well, what I liked at the end of the third was that they got those 3 steals.
Funk misses. I guess the other thing could be keeping the Gold off the offensive glass. We saw in the first couple of quarters 12 offensive boards in the first half for Grand Rapids.
They had 4 in the third, so they did pay attention to it.
Here's Funk. Jameer Young now. John Butler Jr. is on Jameer Young. Beats him, kicks it. Quarter 3, no good. Rebound, Go-Go.
Well, the thing that's so good for the Go-Go in that last defensive situation, JBJ can stay with a guard as quick as Jameer Young, and he has the length.
McDaniels got his 6th rebound. He was under the basket on the shot from Vucevic, which was short. And so Capital City will inbound under the basket. 9:06 left here in the fourth quarter.
It must have grazed the front rim.
I think it just hit the front rim where McDaniels was
hanging out.
And that's going to be a foul. Before even the inbound, McLaughlin and Tristan Vucevic were getting into it.
PJ Hall is back. So nice bounce pass. And then at the other end, Nembhard goes strong at him. Hall gets charged with the foul. Nembhard makes the free throw, and Hall had to go back to the locker room. We couldn't tell if it was a tooth that was out or loose, but he certainly had something in his hand.
Took an impact. It was unintentional, without a doubt. As a matter of fact, Hall and Nembhard just now had their arms around each other. I think Nembhard felt bad about it. It was just incidental contact as he went up. Quarter ball, McDaniels got it. But a very interesting couple of minutes for PJ Hall. He may need a little dental work when this one's all said and done.
Maybe he'll smile after a really good play, and we'll see if a tooth is missing.
Hall gives it up. Here's Jones to Young. Shot clock down to 6, and a hand check will go against Nembhard. It's going to be his 3rd.
Michael Foster Jr. coming into the game. He's only seen 3 minutes. Again, the rotation has changed because of Vucevic being here today.
Michael Foster Jr. coming off a game where he scored 18 against Stockton in that win. He's got a couple of double-doubles on the season as well. Just over 12 points a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in 3 minutes, it's hard to get much done.
And Hall is there on a follow. He skied right over Michael Foster Jr.
Yeah, Hall with the double-double, 13 and 12 boards. I like his game.
13-point lead. Foster gave it up. Nice vision to JBJ.
JBJ ducked behind Jones. Jones didn't hear him. Fortunately, JBJ, his teammates saw him. That was Michael Foster Jr. with that assist.
Leaky Black took it right to Hall.
And this is manageable. It's
back to single digits.
Yes, exactly.
The Go-Go cut it to 9. Hall throws it up and in. He wanted the foul. Bucket is good, 91-80. Hall's got 17. An eventful fourth quarter for PJ Hall. Leaky Black feeling it. His 3 no good.
Hall with another rebound. The rebounding edge does favor the Gold, and that is a double-digit differential.
They had a double-double for PJ Hall. He's got 17 and 14. Funk. And so the Gold answer with a back-to-back buckets. After the Go-Go had cut it to 9, Grand Rapids pushes it back to 13. Leaky Black on a drive. Hangs it, hits.
Andrew Funk came over with some help defense, but that's no match for Leaky Black.
And Jameer Young on a floater. So Jameer Young now is 16. And he is having a big second half. Foster, baseline jumper's good.
That's his first field goal attempt of this game. Does have 3 assists. That's impressive in 6 minutes, 3 assists.
Hall's going to fire a 3, no good. And rebounded by McDaniels, and a whistle and a timeout on the floor. And so the Go-Go making a run here in the fourth. They're down 11. It started with defense. How about Leaky Black getting it done to the rim? 5:55 left as the Go-Go close in on Grand Rapids.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live during the action. Plus, it's never been easier to find and bet on the biggest matchups of the day, so you can keep up with all the action. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Download it today.
The home of your favorite teams and your favorite mascots. Gee Whiz, Pax, and Slapshot. Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.
The Go-Go down 11, just under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the Go-Go's upcoming schedule. It is brought to you by Ticketmaster. This is the regular season tip-off here for the Go-Go. And the first 4 games here of the regular season, all here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. They've got the Indiana Mad-Ats coming up on the 4th. That's a 2 o'clock tip. And then 2 against the Cleveland Charge on the 5th and the 7th before they go out on the road for the first time here in the regular season. That's down into Birmingham to take on the Squadron.
Guess we made an unexpected trip to take on the Charge this week. Ronnie.
He's played a couple of road games. He was down during the showcase as well. Thought it might only be home games there for the Lakers G League team as Noel is called on an offensive foul. And by the way, the showcase, we haven't mentioned it yet, but the Westchester Knicks won the showcase. They went back-to-back. Take a look at this call again. A little push-off. What you think, Dee?
I think that it's the giving season, and McLaughlin got a gift.
The Westchester Knicks, by the way, started the year 4-4. They won their last 9 to take the title.
Yeah, they were playing excellent basketball down the stretch.
Shot by Alexander as the shot clock hit 0 and an air ball, so a violation. Yeah, the Knicks, Westchester beat Sioux Falls, who knocked out the Go-Go. They beat the Skyforce 125-119 in that championship game down in Orlando.
Sioux Falls, similar to Grand Rapids, is a team that is not very close to their NBA team because they're the Miami Heat's affiliate.
Shot is up for McDaniels, rims out. 11-point game, but the offense is going cold here for Capital City. Jameer Young on a breakdown, lost it, and a foul's called. It's going to be a reach-in on McDaniels. That's his third. And Jameer Young hits the 1 for 2. And Young now with 18. Shook off a slow start. Noel driving, he's fouled. They go against McLaughlin. Noel and McLaughlin having some words, and the referee had to get between them. Still talking. Refs are really taking notice here.
Wow.
And they'll get a technical.
Jalen Noel's the one who gets the tee. Yeah.
And so Noel rung up on the tee. So Noel ran into McLaughlin on the drive. McLaughlin was hit with a foul, and then there was some words.
Well, also, the McLaughlin got credit for the charge on the previous possession, and it went against Noel, so kind of. But I will say, I mean, I didn't hear what he said, but he's awfully calm in having the conversation. Usually it's
referee
something a little more egregious.
Kind of told him to cut it out, and then I think Noel had one more thing to say, and that'll get you rung up right in front of the ref. 98-84, 14-point lead for Grand Rapids as we're under 5 minutes. Noel's going to put up a three, no good. JBJ tracks it down, gives it back to Jalen. Jalen baseline against McLaughlin, takes it right to him, and draws the foul.
Well, it's a wise decision on Noel's part because you know what just took place. You know that you were the one teed up. Go ahead and get it back, meaning get a foul called in your favor.
And a physical drive, too, for Jalen Noel. Took it right to him.
Yeah, he put his head down and said, get out of my way.
McLaughlin picks up his 5th foul. And he'll come out of the ball game as Andre Miller has his guy take a seat on the bench with those 5 fouls. Noel 6 of 12 here in this ball game, 15 points. And he is short on the 1 for 2, but it goes out of bounds, and so we'll stay with Capital City. Well, Noel, a 93% shooter at the line, missed it. Capital City under the basket. They get it in. Vukcevic hands it off. Noel looking for a little help. Threw it up for Vukcevic. He hit the rim.
He picked up his dribble just like one dribble too early.
All skied for that offensive board. Alexander wide open three, no good. And Noel's got it. And he's out in front. He doesn't have numbers, and he pulls it up. Black's three. Got it. Is that the spark that the Go-Go were looking for?
I think Cody thought there was going to be a timeout called there. Instead, it's now an 11-point lead for the Gold, and the Go-Go coming with full court press.
Jameer Young, they break it. Gives it up. Funk gets it back. So Jameer Young now with it. Shot clock at 10. PJ Hall inside. Funk. That was a tough shot. Jameer there as well as Tristan Vukcevic comes down with it.
Vukcevic with 8 boards to go with his double-figure scoring of 15.
And Jalen Noel has really taken it upon himself to take it to the basket last couple of times down.
And they know they're racing the clock. You know, that's why you've seen a number of threes go up here. The full court press, try to create a turnover.
So Noel 1 for 2. He does hit that one. And the experience of Jalen Noel, 4 seasons in the NBA with the Timberwolves. He played with Memphis, Detroit, New Orleans as well. So crunch time, you go to your leaders on the floor. Jalen Noel, no doubt, is that for the Go-Go. Here's Young. Blocked by JBJ. Out in front, and Leaky Black lost it. Looked like it was going to be an easy bucket.
Wow.
Fortunately, the Go-Go will retain possession, but that looked like it was just going to be an easy finish.
8 blocks for the Go-Go. 3 of them by JBJ.
Back down to single digits. The Go-Go making a push late.
Junkies coming to you live.
Rise and shine, DMV.
I was stunned.
The Sports Junkies are live at 6 a.m.
It's going to be a fresh outlook.
every weekday on Monumental Sports Network.
Like he just gets up and he
So
flows.
get your deep dive into everything.
Hey.
From Wizards and Capitals highlights
Team ball.
Let's see. All right.
to Commanders news.
They couldn't roll out a better start.
Keeping you in the loop while you grab your coffee.
Job well done.
Watch on the network or Monumental Plus.
Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Join us.
Well, Leaky Black has been a defensive specialist for the Go-Go this season, but today, D, it has been about the offense. He has really showed up big for him here late in this ballgame.
Well, 6 of 8 from the floor, including 2 made threes. I'll say his defense has been outstanding. He does have 3 steals. Coming off the bench, he really has been to the Go-Go what McLaughlin has been for Gold. I mean, both of them so efficient in their 20-plus minutes.
Second year out of North Carolina. Talked about it earlier this season. First time that Leaky Black has played any basketball for a team outside of the state of North Carolina. His 1 year in the G League as a rookie was with Greensboro. So a 9-point ball game. We're under 3 minutes. Jalen Noel's 3 is good.
That's the other thing about Noel. By the way, he keeps his streak intact of scoring 20 in all Go-Go appearances, which is now, this is his 7th game.
Jalen Noel, a couple of threes as well. An 8-0 run over the last minute 15. McLaughlin back in it for the Gold. And Alexander lost it, but Tristan Vukcevic touched it going out of bounds. It'll stay with Grand Rapids.
Well, you see what Grand Rapids is trying to do. They're trying to work the clock until the shot clock gets to 8, which ironically is when the ball went out of bounds in this possession, and then run something at the 8-second in mark.
Shot clock at 5.
But
Paul's got to get it up.
Exactly.
He just looked up, saw the shot clock, fade away, no good. Rebound to the Go-Go.
Normally when you have it at 8 like that, you're getting it into the hands of your guard.
JBJ's 3, no good. Batted around and rebounded by Grand Rapids. Every possession so important. 6-point ball game as we approach the final 2 minutes here. Regular season opener for the Go-Go. Fadeaway's good for Alexander.
Well, he had to get it up and over Tristan Vukcevic, and he did.
Noel. His straightaway 3, no good. And so it's an 8-point lead, and the Gold have the basketball here inside 2 minutes.
Those last 2 Go-Go possessions, both times they're looking for the 3. I didn't think it had to. Still had enough time to try to get something at the rim.
Tristan is 9th rebound. He's working on a double-double. Up ahead, Noel to the basket, good. Back to 6.
And you see what I mean? A quick 2 when it was over 2 minutes still to play would have been fine. That was a great play by Noel.
22 for Jalen Noel. Alexander pulls it out, working clock. Shot clock under 10. PJ Hall against Tristan. Oh, to follow slam. That is a backbreaker as McLaughlin got inside.
Man, McLaughlin, they now have 3 guys with double-figure rebounds. McLaughlin now has 10 to go with his 20 points. That offensive rebound was a killer.
And Noel missed the three. 102.94, final 40 seconds, working some clock here out front. 8-point lead, Jahmir Young will go to the line.
The rebounding is now 55-43 in favor of the visitors. And again, you know, at halftime, I know they talked about the offensive rebounds because they had given up 12. You know, that offensive rebound right there when you've cut it to 6.
Well, at halftime, it was even at 18 each. And so it's a big difference here in the second half. Plus 12.
Overall rebounds.
Right, overall rebounds, a plus 12 in the second half for Grand Rapids. The Gold doing a great job on the boards. Jahmir Young got to shoot both in the final 2 minutes. And what a second half for Jahmir Young, who has 20 now. He was just 1 for 10 in the first half, and he is 6 for 10 here in this second half, and again with 20 points. And between him and McLaughlin, they both lead the Gold in scoring 20 points each. PJ Hall's got 17. So a tough way to start the regular season for Capital City. They were 11-5 in the tip-off tournament. 6-1 in this building, by the way, during the tip-off tournament. They went down to Orlando, split the 2 games, and this starts the regular season. And, of course, all teams start with a fresh 0-0 record, and so this would drop them to 0-1 here to start the year.
Well, again, the rebounding is huge. I mean, they've held the Gold to 41% shooting. The Gold obviously have not shot as many threes as the Go-Go. The Go-Go are plus 14 in attempts from behind the arc.
Of course, you said earlier, the good news is, during the tip-off tournament, it feels like a sprint. It is a quick 16 games. You need 14 to get into the showcase for those final 2. This is 34 games over this regular season as Noel stepped out of bounds. And that'll just about seal it for the Gold here. But a 34-game regular season, a little bit more of a marathon.
You like to try to protect your home court for sure.
And they've been great here. 6-1 during the tip-off here on their home court. And the first 4 games of this regular season here at home. So Young will dribble it out here. Timeout. Andre Miller and Grand Rapids. That'll stop the clock with 28 seconds left in a 10-point ball game.
I was surprised to hear the Gold is coming back here in February.
Yeah, another road trip for Grand Rapids. This is the first of 2 meetings against the Gold. So we'll see them again here at ESA on February the 12th. And as we mentioned, a bunch of games coming up here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. All those 2 o'clock tip-offs, which is a little different as well. Check your schedule before you head out here for the Go-Go games, because we've got some early ones, some matinees coming up here in January.
I love a good matinee.
And I love the crowd here, too, on this Sunday afternoon. A lot of kids in attendance here on this Sunday. Of course, the Washington Commanders play later tonight. So great sort of way to start your sports day in the district.
Week 17. Setting the table for how many teams will be playing no one next week, right?
Tell you, the fans here in D.C. very excited. What a turnaround.
Oh, yeah.
For the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels, their quarterback, and they're in prime time tonight in a foul. That'll send Jahmir Young to the line.
This week had me all, like normally Sunday's a full slate of games, but because there were games on Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday and today.
It's been a kind of a nice, you talk about the holidays, a lot of sports to consume, right? Not just that Christmas dinner, but boy, there was a lot to watch over the last week. And Jameer Young from the line hits his first of 2. Jameer Young now 21 points. What a turnaround for Jameer Young. His first half really struggled. The former Maryland Terrapin star, who, by the way, was on the All-Showcase team. He was the first 5 in the showcase. Had 50 points over 2 games.
Yeah, so he was 1 of 10 at half, and he's 6 of 10 in the second half. Has 22 points. Also has 5 steals.
He's done a little bit of everything. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, as you mentioned, the 5 steals as well, to go with the 22 points.
I got to think, given the point guard that Andre Miller was, how much he can learn, Jameer Young could learn from Miller.
KG as well, left-hander, able to get into the lane a lot here in this ball game, and it is going to be the Grand Rapids Gold who are going to find victory here in D.C. It's going to be a 12-point win for Andre Miller's ball club as the Go-Go fall in the regular season opener. And so Capital City 0-1 on the year.
Well, the Go-Go obviously wanted to come out here and have a strong showing. Hadn't played in a while. Played Tristan Vucevic in the starting lineup for the first time. He finishes with 11 points and 8 rebounds. He also had some blocked shots in there. Not their best shooting day, but they'll get there.
The Go-Go are right back here at the Entertainment and Sports Arena on Saturday, January the 4th. It's a matchup against the Indiana Mad Ants. 2 o'clock tip-off. We hope to see you right here. For game producer John Harvey, director Kelsey Mazur, and the entire Monumental Sports Network crew. For D-Line, I'm Brett Harris saying so long. Go-Go fall, the final 106-94.
The future of basketball starts here. Monumental Sports Network has teamed up with HBCU Go and some of the top DMV schools to bring you over 60 men's and women's college basketball games. Featuring the best from Hampton, Towson, GW, and more. Catch tomorrow's stars today, live on Monumental Sports Network and Monumental Plus.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With Quick Picks, you can tap right into pre-built ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. And if you miss tip-off, no worries. You can play same-game parlays live during the action. Plus, it's never been easier to find and bet on the biggest matchups of the day, so you can keep up with all the action. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. Download it today.
And the Capital City Go-Go are back on their home court.
Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.